Hi, everybody, and we're back at the Massachusetts Independent Film Festival, and it's an honor to be here joined by David Fresina of the movie When the Witches Came to Town. So, David, would you like to tell us a little bit about what the inspiration was behind your movie?
Sure, yeah. When I was a teenager, I would go and visit the set with friends and my sister, and we would just kind of be in awe of what was going on in Cohasset during the summer of 1986 when they were filming the movie The Witches of Eastwick. And that was just such a I had such fond memories of that, and it was such a good time in my youth. So flash forward 30 years later, and I'm trying to come up with a new project for a documentary, and I came across some old photos that I took way back then, and I'm thinking, I can't be the only one that has these pictures. So I reached out to some people in Cohasset, and it sort of just snowballed, and people said, yeah, I have pictures, I got stories, I got memorabilia and home movies, and just one after another, people giving me phone calls, and it was just I obviously tapped into something that people wanted to talk about. So I said, I think this is going to make a pretty neat little documentary.
Awesome. So, one part of the documentary that was really fascinating was how the documentary initially was supposed to be shot in Rhode Island. So, do you want to speak to the audience a little bit about why there was resistance to shooting this documentary in Rhode Island?
Sure. The original location for the film The Witches of Easter was going to be in Rhode Island, and they were all set to film there. They had the town voted on it. It was a positive vote. They said, sure, come to Rhode Island. But then some people in town weren't so happy about that. So they sort of formed this, coalition to prevent this from happening. And before you know it, the movie company said, we can't do it. We can't film here anymore because there's too much resistance. We need to pick another location. And Massachusetts heard about it. They petitioned for it, and the movie company Warner Brothers said, you know what? Okay, we're going to check out Massachusetts. And before you know it, they were filming in Cohasset.
So, do you want to talk a little bit about the implications of Rhode Island kind of denying the movie being filmed there, and what impact that may have had on the film industry in Rhode Island currently versus the impact that it's having on the film industry in Massachusetts?
Oh, it certainly didn't had a truly negative impact on Rhode Island. They really missed out. What went on with the Witches of Eastwick was pretty damaging to their, I guess, film reputation. I mean, they had a few films shot there afterwards, but nothing of the scale of the Witches of Eastwick. And because of Massachusetts taking that in, it sort of put Massachusetts on the map for a great state to film in. So, I mean, we've obviously had a lot of big movies filmed here since then, and I think the whole turmoil back then was sort of the catalyst for that.
So, where can the audience find more of your work?
I have a film that they can download on Amazon. That was my first film about a plane crash in San Diego. My second film was about a local guy named Dan Cummings, and that's also available as a download on some websites. But check me out on Facebook. Go to the When the Witches Came to Town on Facebook, and you can find anything you want right there.
Once again, David Fresino from When the Witches Came to Town.